boundaries. It's, you know, it's, I don't just...
No police and no ambulance.
But you can play police. And I can play ambulance. And I can say... But you know what? I mean, we're talking about this, and I know you're going to probably tweet this, and you're probably going to cut some stuff out.
We keeping it all.
But you know what? I am not one of those preachers who, you know, I think one of the first things that really helped me in ministry was getting delivered from people.
Absolutely.
And then getting delivered from me.
Yeah. Who you thought you were supposed to be.
Yeah. I always say the greatest death you will have to commit to is killing the you that you
thought you were supposed to be.
Jesus.
And that you created.
Yeah.
Because you got to denounce. He will give you the strength to dismantle that you created when it doesn't look like him.
And that makes me think of you, Lady Deb, because if there's any first lady that's just gonna be her and rock her turquoise hair and rock her boots and do her, you don't let people box you into that first lady box. The you they want you to be, or you. And you talked about that, how you had an epiphany, almost like, I want to wear jeans to church. I want to just do me. I mean, what got you to that place? You know, free us church girls, because a lot of us in here are churchy chicks. Church girls. Free us, you know, from feeling like we have to be in that. We have to be in that safe box.
For me, let me tell you where it started, where my fear started. You know, as a child, being around adults who were bashing leadership. Bashing the first lady, talking about the first lady, and this and that. So I grew up in a household, and y'all know that old church. You know, they were kind of talking about leaders. So and I took all that in as a kid and was like, I ain't nothing I ever want to be. You know, and God said, okay, really? And so when I met my husband, and he said that God called me to pastor, well, I dated him the whole time, and we were married. He never even mentioned that the call to pastor was on his life, even though I saw it. And heard it, but he never was like, I'm gonna get a church, I'm pastor, this, that, and the other. And then when he got the call, and I was like, well, what was that call about? And he said, well, somebody called me and asked me if the call to pastor was on my life. And I said, well, what did you say? And he said, I said, yeah. And immediately fear gripped me because I felt that I had to put myself, I had already put myself in that box. You know, in that moment, based on, you know, what the church thought a first lady should look like. Sitting on the front row, wearing suits, wearing hats, being at everything, doing everything, just giving your entire life to people that some loved you, some hated you just because you were the pastor's wife. Immediately, I just panicked. And really, for 2 seconds, I really did think about leaving him. Like for real. Like, okay, do this. Deuces, I'm out. You know? But then I just got to a point when I said, okay, I have to have a conversation with him because in order for me to do this, I have to be free. You know, first of all, I still, and I get it, the first lady, there's no blueprint for this. There's no blueprint for it. And I'm okay with that because for me, I know how to be Deb. I don't know what a first lady's supposed to be like. Ain't no blueprint for it. So once I realized that, then I realized, okay, I can be who I am. So, you know, who people see in the church and outside the church, I'm the same person. And so I went to him and I said, babe, I gotta have a conversation with you. Listen, I can't do no hats. I can't do this. That was the first thing. That's not gonna work. See, I love you. I said, you do. But I couldn't. I said, and I cannot do heels. And I just can't. And now, mind you, the first church we pastored, he was like, listen, babe, in the beginning, you know, he said, we gotta, you know, you can't turn the ship quick.
That's good.
We got to turn it slow. He said, so just compromise with me. And I was like, I can't be at everything. I'm not going to do it everything. I'm going to do what God called me to do. Don't be fooled by this powerful testimony. I am not called to preach. People look at your testimony and be like, you supposed to preach. And so he was like, so when we first were pastoring, we first started pastoring in the Charlotte Concord area.
Right.
Then it was a small little church, so of course I had to wear the church dress, and I was dying. The heels, I had to sit in the front. He was like, no, you cannot get out with sitting in the front. I'm not gonna let you sit in the back. He said, only because I want everybody to see I am married. He said, not because it's the first lady's seat. He said, but because I have a wife, and my wife is present. She is a presence. And so when he said that, I was like, okay, I'm and if you pay attention to me now, I'm the first one in this class.
Yes, you are, girl.
You can't lead me up them steps. But he allowed me to evolve and to, turn. Once the ship started turning, then I started turning too. And he allowed me to wear my jeans and to wear my sneakers and to, be free, because if I'm free in my clothing, then I'm free. That's period. And so, and once we got up here to Mount Zion, I just came that way. And I was like, Lord,
can they handle me?
Lord,
can they handle me?
But what I found out was, because of how I came to Mount Zion, I came in that way. So I had to establish myself right off the top. And a lot of the seasoned saints, I call them, came up to me and thanked me for wearing jeans.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
And I was like, thank you so much.
Wow, that is.
That's
real
interesting. And so, because they do pay attention to us, what we do, some of them do. Some of it is good, some of it is bad. Yeah. But I was just like, Lord, however you want to use me. If you want to use my jeans, to free somebody, then Lord, use my jeans. And so, and that's what it was. And I have to be me, because I have to be Deb. Because if I'm not Deb, then I'm no good. I can't serve. Genuinely serve. From an authentic place.
But I think I'm gonna take back to something we kind of hit on in passing, and that is knowing who you are.
Absolutely.
This is a hard role to have if you're not secure in yourself and if you don't know who you are.
Right.
Because you'll find yourself having fights with people trying to establish yourself instead of just being.
Right.
So I quit trying to. So one of my strong suits is also one of my weaknesses. I'm direct. So don't ask me if you don't want to know, right? I don't really. Some days I'm not really good at putting icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just get cake and a cup of milk. You really get right. And so I have learned how to say, okay, listen. So you've asked me this question. I'm going to answer you in the only way. I'm gonna apologize in front, because I had to learn that I can't spend 4 hours trying to figure out how to say this to you in a non-offensive way. So let me go ahead and say, if I offend you, please forgive me. I'm just going to tell you what I believe I hear God saying. But it took me a minute to find my voice and to find me and to be comfortable with saying, hey y'all, I'm not Syrupy Sweet First Lady. I'm not, but call me when your baby is in the hospital and I'm coming with my prayer cloth and I'm gonna be there. I am her. But if you come in the office and say, hey, I got in a fight with my husband and he said, well, I'm gonna say, okay, well, that was stupid. Why'd you say that? So I may very well say it just like that. And so that is one of the things that I think you really, really, if you find yourself in this role, you have to spend time figuring out who you are in Christ and being comfortable with that. Because the reason there's a church on every corner is that the people that attend Mount Zion need Deborah Pierce's voice. The people that attend
Great Commission,
need Gloria Samuel's voice. The people that attend Maranatha Fellowship need Thursday Brown Rice's voice. That's that God sent those people there for what He has given us. And we have to know what that is and be okay with that. Because if not, you will allow people to make you second guess yourself. They will write letters and they will send text messages and they will tell you that you are awful and that you are horrible, and you will get focused on these 3 people and lose the 300 people that you just had.
Wow.
You know, and so I think in ministry, when you find yourself, and it's funny you said about your husband, I knew Chip was called to be a pastor too, but somehow in my mind, that had nothing to do with me. I never thought of myself. I get it.
Involved in that process.
So, I mean, no, it's true. I was like, give me the first line. And so when he came in and said it, I was like, okay, bet. And then somebody said, well, how you gonna feel about being the first lady? I said, about being what? Now, it just, the 1 plus 1 was not coming up too. Right. You know. Right. And so
I'm his wife.
Right. I'm his wife. And so one of the
So,
things that I tell the membership at Maranatha is that my first calling is to Harvey Lewis Rice Jr. That is my first. So now if you want to get me twisted, come in here wrong. Come on.
That's it.
Right, because that's my first role. Right. Right, because I'm called to him and he called to y'all. Right. So that's how I see it.
Yes.
And so I do everything I can to support him in ministry. And I like the way Lady Pierce put it. You make it easy for him to leave and easier for him to come home. See, now, peace is what people come to our house and fall asleep. Peace dwells in my home. We don't do that crazy. We don't do crazy at our house. Crazy does not work. And so you have to be in a position when you find yourself in ministry where you're willing to compromise some of your own feelings for the sake of the peace. That's your ministry. Is to keep that peace at home. And so sometimes what that looks like, I have these little t-shirts that say just walk away. Sometimes you just look at them and go,
and you just walk away.
And you just walk away because you have to preserve the peace for the sake of ministry and for the sake of your relationship. And what you find later on is whatever that thing was that you were so upset about that you just had to express, you can't even remember what it was. That's when you know it's the enemy.
That's good.
You know, and so
That's
again,
good.
I've segued away, but back to the conversation at hand, you have to know who you are if you're going to be in these positions. If you are still struggling with jealousy and some woman rolling up on your husband and throwing herself at him and that's taking you out the box, this is going to be a hard job for you. Because this is going to happen every Sunday and every time they go somewhere until you get to a place that you don't care. I don't even know if women hit on Chip. I don't know. Because I don't care.
And then you're gonna be this is something
Unless they do it upon me.
Right. I mean, it's something that trips me out. Women who call 20 times. They call their husbands. Why are you calling that man 20 times? If you don't trust them, why did you marry them? You gotta what you doing? What you doing? The same freaking thing you was doing 10 minutes ago. Just all of that messed up.
It's too much.
PA and I, I was traveling doing ministry. He was at home pastoring, or I was traveling doing Mary Kay. I would call when I got where I had to go. I would normally, if it was 2 or 3 days, I called when I'm headed back. I wouldn't even call every night unless it was just something exciting happened and I wanted to call and share. But all of that stuff people do, what you doing? How you doing? Get a life.
These tab keeping. Jesus keeping tabs on you. I don't have time.
I don't have time. That's what I'm saying. You gotta trust.
You gotta trust
the guy,
and you gotta know who you are. Just like Deb was saying, you gotta know who. I remember the church we went to. And I came in there with red lipstick. They ain't never had a first lady with red lipstick.
They wasn't ready. They were not ready.
I'm like, okay.
And because you were a first lady, in the 90s and so first ladies had a different, I think we've evolved over the years.
And that's young first lady. All kinds of stuff.
We just doing crazy stuff now. You paved the way that we do that. So red lipstick was big back then. So you coming in with red lipstick was huge.
Red lipsticks, fur wraps, but that was me.
Yeah.
I wanted a fur wrap, and I'd rock it with this, and I rock it with that.
Yeah.
Well, I have a hat that had feathers on it until I dug deep in ministry. Then I didn't have time to wear a hat.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, somebody's
Yeah.
in your office and I didn't
Yeah.
do a hat.
Yeah.
Then when I went through menopause, I really didn't do a hat. So it was just like, it's hot. I'm not,
That's a life change.
Yeah, that's a life change. So we're not doing anything. Hair's getting cut, everything.
Yes.
But
yes.
I think you gotta know who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Because your anointing will not flow
That's good.
when you're not who you are. Your gifting may show up,
Yeah.
but your anointing won't, because your anointing flows within who you are.
That's good.
Who you are. Not this stuff people put on. That's why sometimes when I'm looking at Facebook and these couples be like, and you're this, I want to say, shut the crap up.
I think we all want to say that.
Yeah.
You wonder if it's real. You wonder if this is
I
real.
wonder. Some of them I know. It is not real, and you need to stop perpetrating, because everybody ever so often need help and all of that.
Yeah.
I left Philip.
And the Lord.
One time I left him. He didn't know I left.
You know, actually popped up.
Yeah.
I'm sure we have all left. We have all left.
And this was a big
No. But really, I did. I left him. I got in my car. I packed my bag. I made my hotel reservations. I left him.
Wow.
But he didn't know I left. And I couldn't get off the street. The Holy Spirit arrested me. I couldn't get off the street. I was saying, why can't I leave? Why won't you let me? He said, wow. And one of my daughters in the Lord called me sobbing, and said to me, I don't know what you're doing. She was sobbing. She said, I don't know what you're about to do, but don't do it. Don't do it.
Mm.
So when I got back, what made me angry was when I got back, he didn't even know I was gone.
They took the thunder out your movies right there.
So I left him for 2 hours. I was on the
That's
street
funny.
for 2 hours. I left him.
Right.
But
On the street just thinking.
in the car,
In the car.
battling the Holy Spirit until I went back and went to bed.
I got to the Virginia state line.
Oh, you got to leave.
Yeah, I got to Virginia. I had I'm just gonna drive up 85. I left him at Eastern. I was done with everybody.
Yeah.
The babies
are
are nowhere.
He gonna be uncomfortable. Let me just say this one thing, because while we're talking about if you're married or your husband is in business or this and other, let me just say these two things God told me to share with you. He has a lot of hindrances out there. You should never be one.
Oh, that's
Wow.
That's good.
Wow.
And you should never be in a circle with people
Come on now.
or yourself throw dirt on his name. Because if you are throwing dirt on his name, you are throwing dirt on your own name.
That's right.
You feel me?
And your children.
And your children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those two things.
That's heavy.
Those two things.
And you see, we got our notepads out,
Right.
okay?
Right.
And so I'm gonna ask you this last question, then we're gonna take a break because some ladies have some questions and we need to gather them together.
Lord Jesus.
What is one thing you wish someone would have told you when you started out in ministry? As a leader in ministry, just one thing you wish somebody would. Why didn't y'all tell me this?
That you'll lose friends.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yes. You will lose friends because they can't handle the shift. It's not necessarily you, because you've got new focus, new things you're called to do. So it's like it's greater than you, right?
Yeah.
And so you have friends that cannot handle the shift, and they want to how do I say, they want to hold you where you were.
Yeah.
So when you begin to grow, it's uncomfortable for them.
Yeah.
And I get it, so I'm not mad at anybody, but I think there were relationships that I anticipated losing that I didn't, and relationships that I did lose that I didn't anticipate losing.
Wow.
And so that was, I don't want to say difficult, but I just didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me add to that friendship tip, that it would also be difficult for you to make friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Real ones.
Real ones.
Yes.
I had somebody tell me one time, it takes strength to be your friend. And I was like, huh? And and when she told me that, I automatically knew she was not my friend.
Yes.
Right.
But I still wanted to know what was she talking about.
Yeah.
And it was because she would be harassed for being my friend, bullied for being my friend.
Wow.
And so I took that and was like, gosh, that is absolutely true. So I was very careful with my boundaries and I'm very protective anyway. So for me, I didn't get mad. I just became protective. Yeah. But then it also put you in a place of, I don't like to say isolation or alone. I say set apart. I say the church part.
The church word.
And because I already grew up that way, I'm okay with that. So I never feel lonely or alone. But, and I do know that God has brought me some amazing friends and is creating amazing friendships right in front of you all right now. Right. So I'm okay. Yeah. But in the beginning, that's what it was. That nobody, we have things that people will invite us to and we intentionally don't come. Wow. Because we don't want to make them uncomfortable. Yeah. Because they can't be free. Yeah. Wow. You know what I'm saying? All the time. All the time. So it's like, it's an open Bible day. We can't go. Right. And then like, when the bishop leaves, the party gets out. We like, no, we can't.
Oh, we can't dance.
Or you do the drive-by.
Like, hey. But the other part, they just, it depends on the event. Yeah. And the people, they're close to us and they'll invite us. But they also understand, and we can hear the relief when we say we're not coming. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's heavy, y'all.
Yeah. You didn't ask me.
Yes, I do.
You didn't ask me.
Apostle, are we ready for what
She ready.
We know you ready.
I will tell you.
Yeah.
Nobody told me that church people were wicked.
Wow. You said it.
Whoa.
Well, you didn't grow up in church.
I didn't grow up in church.
Yeah.
We already,
So I thought everybody was, I thought everybody was saved.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but saved.
Yes.
And I had to find out that there's a major difference between saved people and church goers. And when I got it, but it's still just, you can't play. It's not on the same level. Yeah. You gotta know this is a church person. Yeah. This is not a saved person.
This ain't a saved person.
Yeah.
There's
no blood over here. There's no blood redemption over here. That's good. This is an attending out of loyalty or out of familiarity. There's no conviction whatsoever. So don't expect. Wow. Don't expect a save kind of thing from them because it's not in them. It's just like we want people to do right when do right is not in them.
Just ain't in them. It just ain't in them.
Yeah. You gotta say, you know what? It's just not in you. Right. So let me stop expecting it. Expectation.
Help me, Lord.
God. On that note, we need to take a break and breathe and get our life together. Have we enjoyed it so far, ladies?